It'll be scary. Thanks. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lopez.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Crowder in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, a new look roster for the Grizzlies. They got a lot more athletic this past summer.
Well, John Morant and Brandon Clark, their first-round picks, two of the more explosive players in the draft. The Grizzlies last in the league in pace last season. They may have cause to accelerate that tempo this year.
Middleton's a high percentage shooter from that area. The reason I can tell, no hesitation on that one.
Pass to Valanciunas. Over Lopez. Milwaukee with the rebound. Matthews passes to Giannis.
Oh, yes, sir. I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Bledsoe. Now Morant. He had 13 points in the win against Phoenix.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. That one's on Morant.
Well, after leading the Bucks to an incredible year, Giannis Antetokounmpo wins the most valuable player trophy. A very emotional speech that night talking about his family and his brother and the impact they have. But really, how about the impact he's had on the Milwaukee Bucks franchise and what kind of aspirations they have on the shoulders of this young Greek talent?
Free throw good. Giannis. Last season, Brent, Giannis played like he knew he was the best. Even finishing off dunks by yelling, "I'm the MVP."
Wow, you do that well, Kevin. Yeah, Giannis was incredible. And I like the fact that throughout the course of the season, there seemed to be laser focus on every night, competing and getting better. He's just shouldering the responsibility of this entire franchise. And I'm looking forward to see where his game goes from here.
Here's Bledsoe after Memphis gets the 3. That's tipped. Bledsoe against Brooks. Morant passes to Valanciunas, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field. Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Now here's Brooks. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Suns in Phoenix. Now here's Morant, guarded closely. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
For 3, Middleton. That shot misses. And it's Memphis the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Crowder. Great D that time from Middleton.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that.
No.
Wow, he was up there, Kevin. You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Now here's Morant. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Up top, Crowder, defended by Middleton. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot's good from Crowder. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 4. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient, Greg, on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Morant. There's the pass to Jackson. Over Lopez. And Jackson gets it to go. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Middleton outside. He feeds it to Giannis. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Outside for Bledsoe. Crowder pulls it in.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And here is Lopez. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Off target with his 3. Crowder with it. Passes to Jackson. Now here's Morant. He has 6. 5 to shoot. A fadeaway. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night. Brent, as the season goes on, and here we are about halfway through, are players' roles still evolving?
Not the starters at this point, Kevin. They're pretty much
They
set.
are what they are.
They are set in their ways, and they're set in the minutes that they're going to be playing. What the coaches are trying to find are unique combinations that might have to be on the floor because circumstances from the other team are dictating so. So which are my lineups that I can have out there that defensively I'm going to shut down great guard play? Which of the lineups do I have to have out there in order for us to have enhanced shooting ability for a stretch of minutes? Which ones are going to speed my team up to put pressure on the opposition? I think that's where it is that coaches are trying to do a little bit of tweaking.
Morant kicks to Crowder. It's good from long range. Crowder's got 5 now.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude, like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball was right there.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here's Lopez. 8 points his last outing, and the shot goes in. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Caboclo. Lopez covering. Just 5 on the clock. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That'll be his second foul of the game. Milwaukee on D. It's a 3-point game. Goes up the baseline, and that one goes long. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Korver passes to Ilyasova. Korver against Hill. He kicks it to Jones. Now Hill. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cans it from downtown. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Not a shot the coaches are going to draw up often for him, and he makes it with the defense closing in.
Pass to Korver. Hill with it. From outside the arc, buries it from three-point range.
Well, getting payback there from the three-point line, George Hill squares it up.
Anderson against Ilyasova. They get it again. Anderson can't get it to go.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Memphis leading by 3. Pass to Caboclo. Takes the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Bucks trail by 6. The pass to Korver. Now here's Lopez. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Korver. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Pushing it up. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Korver. Hill's got his second basket of the night.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
Jones, the pass to Caboclo. Off target from three-point range. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Feeds to Lopez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, Mike Budenholzer winning the Coach of the Year for the second time, just has such a great mind offensively and came in with a new system for this entire roster, one that they embraced very early on. I think it was really important last year, training camp, establishing that type of confidence. It carried them through for the entire year.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
The massive size of Lopez just puts defenses in a pickle. When he's that close, you just have to foul him.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, Budenholzer, a big reason they were a top offense last season.
Well, we talk a lot about Bud ball, and you add Giannis Antetokounmpo in there, and Bud's ability to pair Giannis's unique skill set to the way that he wanted to play. They really changed a lot of what they did offensively, and it felt very, very seamless.
Good on the second free throw.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
Now here's Anderson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
That's a perfect reverse, using the backboard as his friend, drew the defender in, and just slipped it to the other side.
1:09 left in the first. Hill inside. He's against Anderson. Hill, no good. Memphis leading by 4. Fires from the line. Allen, that's good. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Korver, no luck. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And the basket by Jones.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Now here is Hill. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Clock at 2. And again, the Bucks miss.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And so it's Memphis holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Allen. Solomon Hill is out there with Anderson. And it's Melton in at the 1 spot. And he can't get the first one. Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And, you know, there are some players who are playing currently who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams he's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph, to some degree, was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things, like Chris Paul and Mike Conley, that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars, but have been important parts of their organization.
Also, tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names, Kevin.
Drains the three-pointer. Allen's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Lopez passes to Ilyasova. Passes it to Hill. Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Hill's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Now, George Hill making me get out a box of tissues. Sweet teardrop there.
Pass to Melton. Three-pointer. The shot. No good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief 2-game series often end 1-1.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the 2nd Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the 3rd youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, D.A., and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. And here is Allen after Kyle Korver hitting the 3. Allen kicks to Caboclo. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Caboclo's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
It's very efficient and a well-tuned offense for the Bucks. They drive, they kick, they get open threes. 2nd in the league last year, as that was Mike Budenholzer's biggest change in threes.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Caboclo. Jaren Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. Jay Crowder's checked in for Hill. And it's Morant in for Grayson Allen. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton's checked in for Kyle Korver. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. Now Morant, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Melton feeling it out a bit. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. A fader. No good from Valanciunas.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
Got to be wary. Eric Bledsoe's around the rim, and he's coming at you.
Memphis leading by 3. Pass to Melton. And the pass to Valanciunas. Over Lopez. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his first points of the night. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for Milwaukee. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. To the right side. Passes it to DiVincenzo. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Melton, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Jackson. Releases from 15. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Jackson's got his third basket of the night right there. Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Lopez. From the arc. But they'll get another chance. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. To the wing on the left. Here's Melton. 9 points last game out. Out to the right wing. Here's Morant. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by Crowder. And it's Giannis missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. And here's Morant. He's got 6. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And again, the Bucks miss. Memphis has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Inside, Valanciunas, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
First one falls for him. Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. Shoots the 3. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight. Memphis leading by 4. Morant with it. He's got 6. And that one is good. Morant's got 8 points.
This is what Morant does best, a natural scorer who does it in a variety of ways.
Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen by Jackson. Guarded by Bledsoe. Jackson against Giannis. Got a piece of it. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. He can't get that one to fall. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Chris Middleton's an interesting story. I remember when he signed his first extension and talking to, at that time, his head coach, Jason Kidd, that Chris was dealing with living up to the contract. I think after that first season went by, he settled back down. It got him into a position to earn this second contract. And now he knows where he belongs. He knows how important he is to the Milwaukee Bucks and their continued success and striving towards a championship for the city.
Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies. The Bucks also with the sub. Matthews is checked in. Now here's Morant. He's got 8. Brooks outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brooks has got his second basket of the night. And for Middleton, he was drafted in the second round by Detroit. Brent, they sent him to the G League, which he says was the turning point for him.
Well, I think he just got hungrier and realized there was a self-awareness part of this that he needed to grow, and he needed to maybe adjust some of his work habits. Went from an overlooked second-round pick to an NBA All-Star, Kevin. I would call that great focus. And now he wants to be a consistent performer on a nightly basis to lead this team to championship level.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball following the 3-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe. Clock at 4. Trying to get open is Crowder. Valanciunas, good. And now a 9-point Memphis lead.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Bledsoe. 29 points for him last game against New Orleans. It's over Morant. Count it from 12. Bledsoe's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And it's Brooks at the elbow. Over to the wing. Now Morant. He's got 8. Brooks, the pass to Crowder. Unloads. It's not going to go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Kicks it to Morant. Back to Valanciunas. Matthews against Brooks. Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
Yeah, Eric Bledsoe, just kind of blood in the water right there. Love see him get aggressive on loose balls and getting after steals.
1:56 left in the second quarter. Morant passes to Brooks. He dishes it to Morant. Launches a 3. Memphis the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Lopez. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Memphis has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Morant. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of the game. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
I don't know if you would consider this, Kevin, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Trying to get open is Lopez. No good from Bledsoe. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Lopez with the steal. That's a 2 from Matthews. It's rebounded by Memphis. Crowder's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brooks, the pass to Crowder. Oh, that's blocked. And he recovers it. And here's Valanciunas. He has 6. 4 on the shot clock. Jones, no luck. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Chris, how did the team's offensive approach improve in that first half?
We didn't have any type of tempo going. We were real stagnant, standing around a lot. Once we got moving, pushed the ball more, we got what we wanted.
Hey, Chris, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They have a narrow three-point lead. Kenny?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the three, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the three ball, way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shots, so right now he's feasting.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And last year, Chris Middleton, not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
He hits the second from the line.
Middleton improving his game, improving his confidence, coming back after injury, and working to become better.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. It's Morant in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. Morant's got 11 points.
And boy, when Morant stretches the floor, those driving lanes just get bigger.
Bledsoe outside. Floats one, and the rejection by Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, Greg, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Crowder.
Well, the Bucks are in a good spot with a young superstar entering his prime.
And they like the fact that this core has more potential in it. It wasn't just a one-hit wonder as they committed to Lopez. They committed to Chris Middleton. And now they think that they can take the next step with Giannis's growth.
So he gets them both.
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks are just so strong in and around the paint.
Well, so good last year. The team was third in points in the paint themselves and first in points in the paint allowed last year. That means they got in there and then they defended it well. Tough as nails defensively, causes a lot of problem for teams who rely on chippies around the basket to get themselves on the offensive flow.
Stolen by Bledsoe. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
And it just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Giannis.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight, and few players are more explosive athletically.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
And the second free throw, good.
And the potential of Morant is sky high. A dynamic guard. He plays with a Russell Westbrook type edge and intense on both ends.
Lopez, no luck.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
To the inside, Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Eric Bledsoe. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brooks against Matthews. Now here's Valanciunas. Not a lot of room. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Anderson comes in for Crowder, and Allen subbed in for Brooks. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Valanciunas hits them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Middleton against Anderson. Now here's Middleton. He's guarded closely. The shot, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Hill's checked in. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Hill.
And the fearlessness Morant plays with making the defense uneasy, forcing them to give in.
For Memphis, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Bucks trail by 12. Outside Korver. Pass to Ilyasova. Over Anderson. And again, the Bucks miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Ilyasova against Hill. Pass to Morant. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And that's now 19 points for Ja Morant.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here is Hill. 7 points in the game. Middleton outside. 5 on the clock. Will it go? And it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night.
And at 277 pounds, Lopez absorbs contact well. Difficult to deter him on the way up.
Now the pass to Anderson. Tries from 10. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Lopez. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Anderson, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
2 shots.
No good on that one.
Well, a structured, all-around strong game from Kyle Anderson. He's really smart and heady and a tough cover, so you'll wonder how much further he can improve his game.
Caboclo's checked in for the Grizzlies. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Morant. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And he's good on the second. Bucks trail by 14. It's back to Hill. Lopez outside. Now here is Hill. He has 7. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Look at Milwaukee. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum.
And I think for Milwaukee, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Count that bucket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Bucks trail by 16. It's rebounded by Memphis. Anderson's got 6 rebounds in the game. He kicks it to Allen. Hill deciding where to go with it. Fires at the elbow. That one a little long. Milwaukee's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Outside Korver. Passes it to Lopez. The kick out to Hill. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Hill's got 10 points.
Well, the jump shot continues to be a weapon that George Hill relies on to damage defenses.
Allen outside. They get a hand on it. Pass to Anderson. Allen outside. He tries for 3, and again it's Memphis with the 3. Bucks trail by 16. Pass to Ilyasova. Now Hill. 10 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. The pass to Ilyasova. Shoots from the baseline. It's rebounded by Memphis. Lets it fly from 18. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, more and more development on the offensive end, and now in a new system. Anderson capable in the mid-range, and like to see him knock those down.
Now here is Hill. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Passes it to Ilyasova. Kicks it to Hill. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nobody near Allen. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Outside for Korver to end the run. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Allen. And it's Memphis on the break. Again, Memphis.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
So both teams changing it up here. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Bucks second.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And they get it, and it's good on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 19 points.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Outside Crowder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here's a look at some numbers for Crowder. His last 10 games, averaging about 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Free throw good, Crowder. And the Bucks with some changes. Matthews comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. That one misses. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And looking at the Cavs matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
The first one falls. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Milwaukee's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Giannis dishes to Matthews. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Jones, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Brooks checked in for Memphis. Here's Jones. The shot from 20 feet away. And the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got 10 points.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Good on the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
1:04 left to play in the third. Pass to Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. Just 4 to shoot. From 18 feet away, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
The Bucks shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Brooks misses.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Giannis up top. Defended by Crowder. And Giannis throws it down.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
with 2 seconds left, and it's laid in by Brooks. Brooks has got 8. And so it's Memphis, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jay Crowder out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Jones. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Here's Jones. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Outside Crowder. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches?
No.
Well, I don't know if...
if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time. Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that very much.
Here's Jones following the bucket by the Bucks. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Lopez. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 19. Outside for Bledsoe. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
2 shots. Foul. 2. Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And he sinks the second. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt three-point shooting percentage, two-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
And here's Jones following the three from Brook Lopez. In the corner, Crowder with it. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Bledsoe, and the foul called on Tyus Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. On the wing, Giannis. Guarded by Jackson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Outside, Jones. Here's the pass to Valanciunas. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously. And I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
And Matthews kicks to Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. Outside, Jones. And the rejection by Giannis. Dishes it to Bledsoe. Over Jones. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Bledsoe determined it didn't matter where the D was on that particular possession, and that's a tough shot there.
Poked loose. Jones kicks to Brooks. Passes to Valanciunas. The putback and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The wide open look here for Lopez. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Lopez has got 5 points now this quarter.
Good soft hands there from Lopez, efficient in the catch and shoot motion.
Jones against Bledsoe. Left side, Jones. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Morant. He's checked in for Tyus Jones. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Lopez. Giannis outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. But obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So we do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
Here's Middleton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's great signs to see Chris Middleton get up just like that.
Here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. A floater. Unable to get that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Yeah, easy call.
Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the
I'd like
NBA.
to see more, actually.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Hill, he's checked in for the Bucks. And both free throws good from Crowder. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
But he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
Bucks trail by 19. Over in the corner, on to Kumbo. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now.
What a jam!
Wow.
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And here is Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Morant. Hill, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 21. Morant with it. Here's Valanciunas. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 11 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Hill fires the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
On the wing, Giannis. Guarded by Jackson. And Giannis gets it to go.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Brooks against Matthews. Giannis high post. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yes.
So sign me up for that
with courtside
job.
seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted. And I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. Outside Matthews. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. The pass to Valanciunas. Jackson trying to break free. And that one hits back iron. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Grizzlies.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Valanciunas.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on that when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league, that the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. Anderson outside. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Takes the 13-footer, and he hits the jump shot.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Wilson, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. Free throw good. Giannis.
What improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league. Went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
Jones with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Jones, no luck.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Anderson. Over Brown. Anderson can't get it to go. Swiped it away. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.